Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing Spirit Guide's message on what you're not seeing. And to do this reading we'll be using the Kali Oracle, which I love and cherish very much, and you will be picking one of Kali Ma's forms. Oh, we already have one, pile 2, and pile number 3. Okay, so let me show you the 3 forms that you will be picking from today. So this will be form number 1, and this will be form number 2, and this will be form number 3. If you also love to pick with crystals, let me add these right in. There you go. So for pile number 1, we have the yellow Aventurine. Oh, let me adjust that. There we go. And that's how it looks like. For pile number 2, we have the Sodaltite, and this is what it looks like. For pile number 3, we have the red Jasper, and this is what it looks like. Right. So, take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that's probably the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile or crystal, feel free to check them out. Even if you're drawn to the 3 piles, if they're calling for you, listen to your intuition, because your intuition will always guide you to the right readings. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, if you love the card picking process and the shuffling, I always leave this section specially for you. I personally enjoy them very much and I love spending this time with you guys. As I always say, it's the time where I don't feel rushed. I feel like if I want to say something and speak to you, I can do that freely. I'm not wasting anybody's reading time. And I also feel your energies. I enjoy having you part of this process where you can be part of it, share your energy during the shuffling, and then get your reading. So I definitely love that. Thank you for sharing this time with me. And before we begin shuffling, I always say as well, if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, you'll always find that I leave their names down in the description box. Okay. So let's start with your oracle cards first, and let's put them right there and shuffle with intention. So, what are your spirit guides' messages on what you're not seeing? What are the 3 piles? Oh, this wants to come out, okay. Messages on what they are not seeing, please. Thank you. And I feel this one. Right. So let's move on to the next deck. Oh, that'll be tricky. Okay, now that we have a little bit of space, let's bring in the last tarot deck that didn't have space to fit in to the frame. And again, let's shuffle with intention. What are your messages from your spirit guides about what you're not seeing. Thank you. So 1, 2, and 3. All right. Now, onto the last oracle deck that we will be using in this reading. And let's ask, what messages are there from the 3 piles, spirit guides, please, on what they're not seeing? Oh, thanks. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now we're gonna start picking up your tarot cards. We'll be using 1 card from each deck, unless the shuffling process shows us anything else differently. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. All right, moving on to our next deck. What are there? Oh, okay, messages from their spirit guides about what they're not seeing, please. Thank you. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Next. Oh, okay. Next deck. It's this way around. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna take anything that falls out that you can see during the shuffling process, so that it's all a surprise when we unveil them together. And I always believe that you'll always end up with exactly the message and the cards you're meant to receive. So sometimes I see the cards falling from the shuffling process as a message to the collective. If I felt drawn to and saw a message, I will read it straight away for you. Okay, so 1, 2, and thanks, 3. Right. Oh, I feel this one. These are 3. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Lovely. Okay. On to our next deck. Which way? That way. Great. What messages are we... sorry, apologies. What messages from your spirit guides are there about what you're not seeing? Thank you. These are 3. 1, 2. I kind of feel like this is here and this is here. Okay. Last deck. Last but certainly not least. Lovely. Okay. And again, let's shuffle with intention. Ooh. 1, 2. A lot of the piles today had the 3 cards popping up. Oh, this one had 2, but yeah, that was really cool. So the messages are ready. The 3 piles are ready. Let's put them together neatly in their piles. Okay. Alright, so pile number 1 is ready with the yellow Aventurine. Pile number 2 is also ready with the Sodalite. Just keep it here. There we go. And pile number 3. There we go, is also ready with the red Jasper. All right, so our 3 piles are ready. Thank you for spending this time with me. I genuinely enjoy it. And let's get on to your reading. Hi, pile number 1. So you have chosen the yellow Aventurine, as well as Kali Ma's form Kaladhara. So let's take a look at your cards and see what messages you have from your spirit guides about what you're not seeing. So to do that, we will be taking a look at your oracle cards first. So you have Home in the Sky. Let me adjust that. There we go. Home in the Sky. Yes, this ties beautifully in a lot of ways with Kaladhara's energy and message of what Kaladhara's form is all about, what Kaladhara teaches. And you have grounding, go deep, explore your roots. Wow. So do you see how the roots, the home in this card is up in the sky, kind of reminding me with the idea of building castles in the sky, right? And then the message at the bottom is grounding, go deep, explore your roots. All right. You have Mercury in Aquarius with originality. That fits in beautifully as well. Now let's take a look at your tarot cards to put the message all together. So I'm gonna pick out the smallest card to fit here before we take a look at the rest. So you have the 3 of Pentacles with guidance. You can almost see your spirit guides really guiding you in this reading today. You have, there's this idea of don't be afraid. You're not alone. You have support from the sky. You are not alone. Okay. Whoa. You have the Star. Speaking about the sky here, you have the Page of Wands. You have the 3 of Pentacles again. You have the 4 of Cups. You're getting support and love that you cannot see from above and beneath you. Oh my, okay. You're surrounded by love and support is another strong message that I'm seeing. And you have the Page of Swords. So there is, with the 3 of Pentacles coming up twice, there is this encouragement from your spirit guides to work on something that you will succeed greatly in with the Star card. But I do see the idea here of maybe you being worried about not having the right resources or the right time. But what I greatly see here as your message, as what you're not seeing from, especially from Kaladhara, you do see that she is the bearer of the crescent moon and all female energy, and she's not bound by appearance, she's not bound by opinions, material limitations. And so your message here is that to not be afraid or worried about uncertainty. If you feel like you're without resources, time or any type of limitation, know that your spirit guides are telling you to take comfort now. Because where there is lack, Kaladhara restores abundance. In fact, she can bring forth amazing blessings, exquisite blessings, and amazing manifestation from the nothing, or the nothingness, which is shunyata, from the nothingness in general. So your strong message here, pile number 1, what you're not seeing is there is so much that you have and can do if you plan it right, if you are original in your thinking, or if you open your mind to see how you can make use of the resources around you, or the limited time that you have. Because we, in the 3D, we might see it as limited time, which is of course true. No one can take that from you. But things are not bound really a lot of the times by time. In quantum physics, time is linear, past, present, and future happening in the same time. And so sometimes you can only do little things that will take you further ahead years from people who've put in all of the time to do something. So know that you're supported, know that you will be blessed, and with the dreams that you have, or the things that you hope for and wish for, that you are in love with deep in your mind, your unconscious mind, the things that you wish to achieve. I see your spirit guides telling you, work on it. You may not see it. To you, this may seem like castles in the sky. Yes. But in real life, these castles in the sky can totally be grounded, even with what you may believe may be limited resources. And here is the idea, pile number 1. What you are not seeing about the limited resources, as I can see here. This message with originality and go deep, explore your roots, is really telling me that sometimes the limited resources are your biggest blessing, because they will push you to do things in an original, unique way that will help you build something that will be the result of your success, great success later on. You know how I had a very creative friend when I was back in school or in university. She was very creative with how she dressed and put her colors together and put her accessories. She always looked great, exuding feminine energy, and you just loved how she put things together every day. And there was one time where she told me, when I visited her in her house, she told me, you know, what's my secret in putting all these nice things together that you love so much? And I was like, yeah, I'm intrigued. I would love to know. She told me that because she didn't have so many things, she had a couple of things that she loved to buy. And because they weren't so many, it was so easy for her as a creative person to see everything together and go, oh, well, this looks nice right next to this. This looks nice with this, and this looks nice with that. And because she can mix them up, being able to see them all together made her dress very nicely. Really. I wish I can show you, but it was really nice. I'm sure you would agree. The little accessories that she put with her clothes and the colors that she chose together, it was just marvelous. And so that was actually her secret to her creative force when it comes to styling herself. And so the message here is, sometimes what you think is limiting you, what you're not seeing is that the very same limitation is what will lead to great success, such as the ones you're dreaming of, pile number 1. And that's Kaladhara's message. She's not limited by anything. She's not limited by appearance. She's not limited by opinions. She's not limited by material limitations. There is this invitation from your spirit guides to open up your world and open up your mind and start having a look with what you can do with what you have to make your dream come true. And your dream could really be anything. As suggested here, it may seem far-fetched. Your dream could be traveling to an amazing country that you've always wished you could live in. Your dream could be, what is it called in New York? Broadway, being an actress in Broadway. It could be anything, really. It could be wanting to do certain yoga exercises that inspire you that others do. It could be building a project that you love. It could be looking a certain way. It could be anything. What is in your heart, your spirit guides are there to support you to do it. And your message from your spirit guides is, first of all, you are greatly supported. Second of all, what you're not seeing is that this limitation is there for you to break limits so that you come forth and do something completely different that will take you up high, exactly where you want to land. And in fact, this limitation is there for you to achieve your dream. Pile number 1. And so I see the reason why you were drawn to Kaladhara is because when hope is lost and you can't sense a way forward, it's just a dream lying there, Kaladhara arises, and she's a reminder of the infinite and endless creativity and resourcefulness of the divine feminine. So use this energy that Kaladhara here is trying to teach us, and to use your creativity, your resourcefulness, your passion to start taking steps towards your dream, because soon you will realize that step by step you'll be able to tread through it during a time where you felt like you'd fall, it can't happen, and cross to the other side where your dream lies exactly. Pile number 1. Such an amazing message. I feel so blessed doing this reading for you, pile number 1. It's inspirational. It's inspiring me personally to open up my mind and do other things I have in my mind as well. So thank you for this message. Thank you for your spirit's guide's message to all of us, really. I really enjoyed this. And so we see a clear message of unleash your creativity. Don't feel like you're limited. There's so much energy that you can bring out and create something amazing. Again, in fact, you see with this beautiful 3 of Pentacles, you see a mound with a rock totem, and then further back you see a mound with trees cut out like topiaries, yeah, and then you see a hill, and they're all encircling this luscious valley. It's kind of like a man-made mandala. And so here we see simple but beauty, a sense of beauty by design. And so this card kind of prizes our imagination as a gift of creation. This is where it all stems. This is a gift that we all share, and it's a gift that makes us a force to be reckoned with in the world. So don't underestimate the power of your creativity and creation and what you can achieve. You don't know how high you are going to go if you decide to get in touch with it and to shift your mindset from there isn't much I can do to let me see how I can do it. is exactly the message here from your spirit guides on what you may not be seeing, pile number 1. So pile number 1, that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. You might be interested in it because it's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 1, it was such a pleasure. I've learned so much. Thank you. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. So you have chosen the Sodaltite, as well as the form of Kalima, Guna Tantrika. Guna Tantrika. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Please let me know. Please feel free to adjust my pronunciation. I always love learning from you. Okay, so let's take a look at your oracle cards. You have all is connected. All is connected. Lovely. Okay. Okay. It seems like we're going to be taking a look actually at the 3 aspects that Guna Tantrika is regulates, or the 3 inherent qualities in us that she regulates, which is our body, mind, and soul. With the message here that all is connected, it's quite interesting. You know, Guna Tantrika is the medicine mother, and I see already a message of you healing something in your life, not necessarily your body or your mind or your soul, something in your body. And there's a message that all of these things are connected together. The what you're not seeing is how you can put them together to heal an area in your life. Let's take a look at pile number 2. You have impasse. Ooh. Reflect and redirect your energy. So clearly here we can already see with impasse, something that's not working, something that you wish you can heal in your life. And with the Sodalite, this is all about rational thinking, putting the picture together. Let's find out together, pile number 2. You have Mercury in Libra with influence. Okay. So temptation could also be part of it. I'll explain in a second. Let's first take a look at all of your cards. You have the Fool. You have the 5 of Swords. The Sun. The 3 aspects. Okay. The 3 qualities. You have the Page of Swords. You have the 5 of Inspiration, which is the 5 of Wands. Let me put it down there. And you have the 5 of Swords. So with all the 5s, initially numerologically, I see an invitation of change, because this could be a time where you feel stuck. With the Fool falling off the cliff, I see this idea of your spirit guides pushing you to change something. let's take a look at it little by little. But it's of course very obvious with reflect and redirect your energy by putting everything together. Oh, 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, and 5 of Swords. Definitely a time for change. You see, the Page of Swords is someone who goes after finding out the truth and does it courageously, is not afraid. Someone who goes seeking to find how to solve something, or how to do something, or how to achieve something. Pile number 2. And so, with impasse, we can clearly see that it's a time of pause in your life. It's a time where things aren't moving. And you want to take action, you want to do something, but with this card specifically, it's reminding me of the goddess Lilith and the idea of temptation, and how Adam and Eve were tempted by the apple and had to sacrifice everything for that. So, yeah, there's the idea that temptation, false temptation, could be keeping you at the moment stuck with this impasse while you may not be realizing it. Ideas like, well, it's too complicated. What am I going to do anyway that could change the situation? There's nothing really in my hand to do. I tried yesterday, but it didn't work, which is something that we all fall into all the time. And so here is the message of Kalima, of explaining that during the time of impasse, the cure here is to work all at the same time, slowly, our mind, body, and soul, which is Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. So let's take a look at Sattva, which is our bodies. The idea here is to not be, not be demotivated by the results. And the idea is to live in here and the now. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the little steps and be proud of the little things that you do. And then the second part with Rajas, it's the mind, it's the fire, where we take action and hustle and fight for our sacred manifestations. And they come true by us taking action from a place of pure-hearted foundation, knowing that you want to help yourself and help others. And from there, our activities can become enlightened. So always gauge your intention as you do things. It's amazing to have dreams and never let go of them, but at the same time, always fuel yourself with the idea of helping yourself out and helping others along your journey. And then we're taking a look at Tamas, which is all about healing the soul. And it's done through quieting down the energy, letting the energy settle. And so there is this temporary inertia that stills momentum, but it allows for deep restoration, so that you have this renewal to get up again and start. And so with all of these connected, I see, especially with the last point, take action and then rest. But take action first. As you take action, let it come from a place of passion for doing something great and for helping yourself out, and be detached from the idea of what the results are going to get you. This sort of trio is going to help you redirect your energy every time you take action. It's really going to bring you the needed inspiration to cut out this impasse. You know how everything is knotted? Sometimes all you need to do is to cut the knot and bring everything together. Sometimes you break the knot, not by trying to detangling it and feeling worn out by every point, but it's more about taking it step by step and putting your focus in the right area. Sometimes you'll find a creative idea that will cut through it and not necessarily have to take your time to detangle something that may not be detangled. And once detangled, maybe it wasn't really your purpose, or maybe you didn't want it after all. And so redirect your energy towards what brightens your heart. Be proud of the little steps that you take every day, the little hustling and passion of your mind that will lead you towards what you want. And always make sure you don't stress yourself out. Let the process take its course and rest. Let it go and detach. You would love the result, but it's not going to bring a source of pain to you. Let it happen when it's happened. It's a journey. And so when we rest, we are capable of being recharged to go on this long road. It might, after all, be a very short one, and we don't know. But to rejuvenate and be detached is the key to seeing ourselves take significant steps. As you take little steps every day, at some point you look back and go, whoa, I did go far ahead. And so this is why I really love an African proverb saying, little by little, a little becomes a lot. Always remember. And by taking little steps, we're not rushed, but we're going through it slowly, but surely. Pile number 2. And through it, you will find that you are seeing the way. You're no longer confused. You're no longer stressed. You're no longer going through internal battle, but instead, you are growing and birthing inspiration that is making you fall in love with yourself, because now you're proud of yourself. You're falling in love with the steps that you're taking. You're celebrating little wins. And so instead of waiting so long to celebrate the final win, you're celebrating every day these little steps that you're taking. Because pile number 2, really, you're a hero when you take little steps. Because during a time of impasse, it's the heroes that take little steps and are patient to take these little steps to get out of it. So celebrate each and every little step forward or action that you take, because you deserve this celebration. You are a hero for taking these steps. And sooner than later, you will realize that you've taken such long steps and you've completed so much, and you're well on your way to overcoming this with great confidence and strength and going towards the thing that you want. And so carry your body, mind, and soul with you. It's a healing process, just as explained and from our teachings of Kalima in the Guna Tantrika form of letting go of the final goal and the wins of the goal, and living in the moment, enjoying the moment, going after your dreams passionately and hustling from a foundation of pure-heartedness where our activities become enlightened. And most importantly, remember that rest and rejuvenation is really a cure to the soul, helping us enjoy the journey and go to the end line exactly where we want to be. Pile number 2. And so the key and the main message of your spirit guides, what you may not be seeing, that is at the that is the cornerstone of your new journey. A decision that is a cornerstone to your new journey. And that is not to be tempted by ideas that allow you to rest momentarily. Ideas like, well, it's complicated anyway, so let me rest today. Or what can I do? There's no way out. Or I'm going to work on it, but I'm not seeing results, so I'm just not going to do anything. And all these ideas that we all get when we're frustrated, these are the temptations that you may not be seeing at the moment that could be holding you back. And so I see your spirit guides telling you to do it slowly but surely, and to not give in to these temptations. Decide to start taking action, and once you take that decision, on a day that you decide to take that decision, that's the day you're going to start doing it slowly but surely, and let it take its course with its challenges, with its highs and with its lows. Slowly but surely is the key here. And you will see with these small steps, in the highs and especially in the lows, they will be your winning horse to taking you to your end goal. Pile number 2. In fact, with the Sun card and the Fool, we see that this journey that you're going to embark on, this new beginning you'll be creating for yourself, you will see so much hope and joy coming from it. You'll feel like it's a trip that initially felt very tricky, but going through it, it's fun, it's enjoyable, it's working, and it's taking you exactly where you need to go. It's giving you a boost of energy, of confidence, and happiness, allowing you to go through your journey with enjoyment, and all while moving towards your goal and achieving it. Pile number 2. So that is your message of what I see from your spirit guides. I wish you all the best in your journey. I know pile number 2, you will be making it. You will see. And if you've enjoyed this reading, pile number 2, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. You might be interested in it because it's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that, I truly wrote it from my heart to yours, genuinely wanting to help you. You'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 2, it was such a pleasure. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So you have chosen the red Jasper as well as the Kalima form Gauri Devi. Gauri Devi is one of my favorite Kali forms, and I'm sure that this reading will be all about it. But first, let's take a look at the rest of your cards to see a clearer picture. You have my home is my castle. You also have valiant courage. Take action with passion. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. You also have Venus in Capricorn with discrimination. Okay. Okay. You also have pile number 3, 8 of Cups with letting go. Okay. Okay. You have the Page of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Wow, you have the 10 of Wands. The 2 of Pentacles. and the Six of Swords. I see a certain connection here, pile number 3, that is really taking a toll on you. Perhaps it's not easy to leave at the moment, or so you feel. It's not easy to let go. It's going to take a lot of courage from you to leave this connection, but you do not feel like yourself in this connection. And I do see a screaming message in this reading of letting go. It's not your environment, it's not your entourage, it's not your home, and that you leaving into another place, or letting go of something to go to another thing or place, or is not comfortable. Just like you see with this water droplet that has gotten used to the home, to create a home in these leaves, and as it's falling into water, it's a scary jump, but once it falls into the sea, it will find that it is its real home. Pile number 3. While the step is scary, but once you go to the other side, you realize just how much you may have been misled, and just how much you may have seen things a little bit skewed because of the situation, or maybe even perhaps of manipulation, or maybe things just weren't clear. And once you go to the other side, the side that is scarier, you'll find that it wasn't so bad after all. In fact, you will go back and remember in retrospect, my God, how was I able to live through these circumstances? You'll have your hands on your forehead, not believing you lived in these harsh circumstances. And so in your energy, I see with the Two of Pentacles, you not knowing, you're not being comfortable in your place, and you not feeling like you're afraid to go, that maybe this is your place. And maybe you're doubting yourself. Am I being too harsh, or am I being too passive? Should I be kind, or should I look out for myself? And this is where the message of Gauri Devi comes in. And so Gauri Devi is the champion of those who have sweet souls and fierce hearts. She is as gentle as a deer and as fierce as a lioness. And so we get the idea here of divine femininity that is sometimes stereotyped and not understood, sometimes seen as passive and maybe even sometimes weak, and sometimes seen as fierce and controlling and sassy. And so it's not really, and so in this form it's feared and shunned. And so we see the idea that it's not one or the other, it's really both. It's the combination of both, of being gentle and being fierce. Pile number 3, looking out for yourself while being kind and graceful to others or to your environment. And so I'm seeing here that perhaps where you are, you're not really appreciated. Perhaps you're pushed to be someone who you're not meant to be. And that you're not supposed to be one thing or the other. You can be all at the same time. But the most important thing about Gauri Devi is that she's not conforming, and she's free to be her own true self. And so the message here, if you are in a place where you feel like your own beauty and your own value is not being recognized, then this is not the place for you. It's not what is wrong with you at all, pile number 3. Sometimes you're really just in the wrong environment, in the wrong home or the wrong castle. And it takes courage to come out of a situation that may feel discriminating, this just doesn't feel right. It's not comfortable. It's putting a lot of weight on you. And to know that it's better off to be where you're valued, irrespective of whether someone else or something else has the capacity to behold your value at this time. And so this way you shall shine. And the advice here on what you may not be seeing is that what you think is on the other side could be scary. It could actually be your home. Sometimes being alone or holding off a bit and not being discriminated against or not valued or not loved, it may seem in the beginning as very hard to do. Sometimes there's the worry of being alone, of being scared. But I see your spirit guides really telling you what you're not seeing clearly is that the other side will feel like your true home. And I see the advice of, with the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands, to build up the courage. It might feel heavy in your heart to leave or to walk away. It might feel very heavy. But to slowly but surely, with the Six of Swords, start planning for it and start going slowly towards it. You will find that you will regain your strength as you do. You will feel comfortable. In fact, we're going from the Page of Wands into the Knight of Wands. Seeing that you will grow during this process. You will grow stronger, you will grow strength, and you will grow confidence. And it's not one thing or the other. It's not whether you should be fierce and lose your good heart. And it's not about having a good heart and letting things put you down. It's really about both. Looking out for yourself and being strong with your needs and standing up for what you deserve. The way you could perhaps be standing up for others with your kind heart. But at the same time, as you look for what you deserve and go after towards what you deserve and being fierce, it's to do it gracefully and kindly and with class. Pile number 3. But most certainly, where we are not valued, where we're discriminated, where people are wishy-washy about us, a job or a person or whatever the situation is not balanced, is really not the right way to go or to be in. Pile number 3. And this is why there's this advice of leave the environment, go slowly, take yourself with great courage out of it, and take it with passion, with fierceness, with boldness, but do it gently and kindly and gracefully. Pile number 3. And that's the combination here that your spirit guides are perhaps introducing you to, that you may not be seeing at the moment. Pile number 3. In fact, the stone that is included in your reading, that is part of your reading, which is the red jasper, is all about courage and confidence and passion, which are all the messages that we're seeing here with Gauri Devi, bringing out your feminine energy, which is the combination of both grace, sweetness, kindness, and fierceness, bringing out class and grace. Pile number 3. All while looking at your gold. You see here with my castle is my home. You have a lot of weight on you with all the 10 of Wands here. And the only thing that you're not seeing at the moment is your own home, is your own serenity. You're carrying all of that and you're out looking it. Is that the expression? You're out seeing it? You're skipping it. You're not seeing it. Pile number 3. you're not seeing it. I see your spirit guides telling you to look out for yourself. That's the time where you look out for yourself. And while letting go could be hard in the beginning, it could sting, it could make you feel afraid, but it's just like a push. And once you make that push, you realize, oh my God, I was carrying so much on my back. That is such a relief. It's not bad after all. It's not bad after all. And if I would choose one or the other, yes, perhaps I'm alone now. Perhaps I'm not doing exactly what I want to be doing, but it's definitely not as heart-aching and discriminating and toxic as it was in previously. So I see the advice here of even if it has to do with you being alone for a while, do it and you shall shine. But at the end of the day, always plan your things carefully. Plan your steps and take it step by step, and always have a plan towards the future. Take action with passion. Know where you're going. And slowly but surely, you will reach there. Pile number 3. You know, in one of the stories, there was once a demon that attacked a noble town, and none of the warriors or noblemen were able to deal with this demon. And so it was said that the only person who would be able to kill this demon was a virgin, a woman. And so Sati, who is kind and graceful, transformed herself into Kali and was able to attack and finish off this demon in such an easy way, as if she was cracking a small branch. And so here we're understanding that while you're generally kind and graceful, sometimes you need to step into your fierceness, take a bold move, and you will realize that what was once thought as super scary to do, it was actually very easy to tackle to start off, once you let out this fierceness. And then you can always be who you truly are while incorporating these two powers together, being kind and graceful and being fierce at the same time. So pile number 3, that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it immensely, and I'm wishing you all the best of luck, and I'm rooting for you, and I know whatever tough situation that you're in now, you'll go to the other side, and while it may seem scary, you will realize that you're able to handle it beautifully. The circumstances and the environment around you will harbor you in. You will be protected, and you will always shine and feel happy. Pile number 3. Thank you for tuning in. It is such a pleasure having you. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please, don't forget to check out my productivity book. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it. But it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in that, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And pile number 3, it was such a pleasure. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.